Hey guys, Chris from Hockey Tutorial here, and today we have our 100k celebration Q&A and unboxing. We've got a couple of parcels here, but similar to the last Q&A, we're going to try and get through more questions than packages, but we'll see how it goes. I've got Richard here with me, our stick specialist, because we have some interesting stick boxes behind us. But without further ado, let's get to it, answer your questions, open some packages. First question, you want to get it?
Yeah, sure. The first question is on YouTube from Dean Neal, and it's, have you ever had times when you've lost the love for hockey, and if so, how did you get it back?
That's a really good question.
Yeah.
We actually saw this question prior to the Q&A and we were talking about it, so awesome question. I think anyone that does something that they're passionate about, that they love for a long duration of time, if you kind of surround yourself in the sport or whatever it is that you're doing, you can sometimes start to fall out of love with it. If it's not happened to you, great. If you've experienced this, hopefully you know exactly what I'm talking about. But for me personally, this has happened, and I think the best way to kind of recover from it and get onto back onto track is to just take a little break. It doesn't matter if it's a week or a month, just step away from it. And what happens is that when you're absent or away from something that you're passionate about, you remember why you're passionate about it in the first place. And that's my feedback, is just take a little break. I think that's the important thing, to kind of remind yourself of why you do what you do. But what's your take on that, mate?
Yeah, I had exactly this. I went cold turkey on hockey for 6 months, didn't train, didn't look at my kit, didn't watch a hockey YouTube video, did nothing. And then I went back to a scrimmage, and it was a guy's testimonial who, just a rec player, and there was a few photos being taken, and afterwards when I saw the photos, just made me realise how much I enjoyed myself just being there, doing something as simple as just having a little scrim. So yeah, it was a little break for me, and then those photos, that one training session, then I was back into it. I went full 4 sessions a week, run your own team stupidity.
I know what that's like.
Yeah, so no, I agree. A little break can't hurt, and also just if you really want it, you'll remember you really want it. If you don't really want it, and God forbid, because hockey's the greatest game ever, but if you don't really want it, that'll let you know.
That was a sick question, though. Hopefully that helps to answer it. I think it's definitely something that everyone deals with, but that's our feedback on that. Second question is, I'm going to open this while we're going through it, just because I always forget to actually open packages.
So the second question is from Tom Webb, and that's also YouTube. These are all going to be YouTube to start with, and it's, what off-ice training do you do in the off-season? There isn't really an off-season for rec hockey, as much as we play, which isn't, honestly, as much as I probably want to. It doesn't really stop, though. In the UK, rec hockey goes on 12 months a year. Games are not usually scheduled too far in advance. So there isn't any off-season training. It's just mainly whatever I do here, because all the toys. So everything here is basically my off-season training, but there's definitely good regimens you can follow, and there's a load of NHL stuff online with exercises and stick handling and all of our stick handling videos. So yeah, there's plenty of options. Just personally, I don't do that much.
Yeah, no, for sure. I guess it's different because I know, firstly, I was going to talk about Finland and Sweden. This is Save the Pond Hockey. This is from Finland. I literally saw the Finnish flags on the mail stamps that are there. If you've seen any of our videos where we go to Finland and we play during the winter time on natural ice outdoors with the guys over there, they're called Capula Manata. This is their logo over here. If you've seen any of those videos, you'll recognize this. When we left there earlier on this year, they sent me one of these hats while I was there and I was using it. I didn't know it was 100% wool, so I stuck it in the washing machine and it came out about the size of a newborn baby's head. And they very, very kindly sent me another one. So thank you very, very much, Savanti. I'm guessing that's who sent this. Better late than never, he's got on the letter over here. I really appreciate that, buddy. Thank you. But coming back to the question, I was going to say, in Finland and Sweden, the parts that we've been to, during the summertime, they, in a lot of the areas, get rid of the ice. They melt it up and the rinks close. And it's kind of go take a break, go do something else. And I know that the players over there will switch to inline hockey. They'll play a lot of ball hockey just to make sure that they're kind of staying up to, I guess, scratch with their skills and development. So that's an awesome way. But for us, again, as Richard said, we don't have an off-season, so we just keep playing. But we'll put a link down below in the video description so you can check out some of the off-ice videos that we've done for training, stick handling, shooting. They'll all be down below.
So the next question is from Didi, and that is thoughts about the GB men's promotion and Liam Kirk at the NHL Combine. So for those of you that aren't from the UK, GB recently got promoted to the top tier of international ice hockey, so the World Championships that always clash with the Stanley Cup playoffs. We will be there not maybe us actually, but GB will be there on the same stage as Canada, Russia, the United States, all of this, which is the first time in a very long time, and not something I think any of us anticipated seeing, considering we only got promoted to the second tier of international ice hockey last year. But an amazing experience, I'm sure, for everybody that was involved, and a huge step forward for hockey in this country. Do you want to quickly have a look at this before we go on to Liam Kirk?
Yeah. So if you're wondering why on earth I'd have something like this, I'll give you a closer look. So these are called balance blades. And what these are for is if you have like younger kids that you're trying to get into the sport. So if you have a child, a daughter, a son, or maybe a niece or nephew, and they're really small, like I'm talking sort of 2-3 years old, maybe 4 years old, and they're trying to learn how to skate. If you look really, really closely, around the toe section, just before the toe section and just before the heel, the blade has teeth in it. So what that's for is if the child is kind of having a hard time learning how to stay upright on their skates, this will seriously help them from falling backwards and falling forwards. So it's safer, and it'll teach them how to kind of get the basics of striding rather than trying to walk on the ice. So I've got a 3-year-old or almost 3-year-old who's going to start playing, hopefully, hockey soon, and I want him to get to grips with his skating. So this is going to be awesome. I'm going to see if I can make some videos about these because I'm really excited to see how well they do compared to traditional skates. But yeah, that's what these are, balance blades. Really excited about that. Thank you, balance blades, if you're watching. Really appreciate this.
Didi, the second part of your question was Liam Kirk at the NHL Combine. So Liam Kirk's probably the only English player to... Oh no, he's the first English player to ever be being drafted into the NHL. He was taken by Arizona in the 7th round. I think he was 198th. He has played... He was featured in one of our videos, actually. There's an interview with him when we did our video with the Sheffield Steelers, Beer League versus Elite League.
Where we got wrecked.
Where we got annihilated. He was one of the people annihilating us then. And this was, what, two years ago?
About 2
2 years ago?
Yeah, about 2 years ago.
About 2 summers ago. So, yeah, he's used to play for them, and yeah, went over, got drafted, which is an amazing achievement.
Sick.
Not something anyone mentioned when we were actually there, so his progression in the last few years must have just skyrocketed.
Yeah, unreal.
So good luck to him at the NHL. I know he went to development camp, and he was drafted to the OHL import draft in 8th, I think. I don't know which team he's gone to, though. Oh, I do know which team. Peterborough Petes, because I'm from Peterborough here. So he's gone to the Peterborough Petes in the OHL. So yeah, good luck to him. Fingers crossed he can be the first Englishman to ever make it actually into the NHL.
Yeah. Important to say, like, English born, bred and trained.
Yeah, English born, bred and trained, yeah. And a few of you from the UK might be getting mixed up with like Tony Hand, and I think there's another individual who's also been drafted, but they weren't English. Tony Hand's Scottish. So yeah, all power to him. I hope he does super well. I mean, the kid's obviously crazy talented.
Next one. Let's see what's in this one. What's the next question?
The next question. What's your go-to hockey stick at the moment? Also, how do you feel about Rasmus Dahlin?
Go-to hockey stick. CCM Trigger 2.
I don't know. I've got too many to try at the minute. I was using the Trigger 2 like to train with, as much training as I do. So I'll say Trigger 2 for now, but there's definitely scope for that to change. We've got all new CCM products. We've got a few smaller manufacturers that are sending some interesting stuff over to us. Elevate. So we'll so we'll have a look, and I'll get back to you on that in a few weeks.
All right, these. If you remember, a couple of months ago we did a video on skate protectors, fenders and CF9s. This is probably the only way I can describe these is they look crazy and a bit
grabbing skates
different, but this is what I essentially think is going to be the future of skate protection, because this offers complete protection. I think that's the only way that I can refer to it. And if you look over here, you can see the toe area of the skate will be protected, and because of this second piece at the back, the heel and the back of the skate will also be protected. Of course, around the laces, the forefoot, everything's protected. So
thoughts on Rasmus Dahlin, #1 overall draft pick in the NHL, looks incredible. That's my thoughts on it. The guy lit somebody up in Sabres development camp last week. People were comparing him to Erik Karlsson. I mean, what more do you say? He's going to be another Erik Karlsson. Well, what's Karlsson got? Like 2 Norris trophies took a terrible team to the Stanley Cup final. Sorry, everyone that lives in Ottawa. Oh, sorry, the conference final, not the Stanley Cup final. So yeah, I'm sure he'll be like a super blue chip prospect, and hopefully he doesn't do a Nail Yakupov and disappear off the face of the earth.
This is sick. See what I mean?
Yeah, they're pretty cool. I mean, I don't wear them, but the fact that it won't move and it'll protect your heel might be.
Yeah, obviously this is just a super quick look. You can see what I'm talking about, how the whole front section of the skate is protected. The sides, of course, the forefoot around the laces area.
Oh, there's actually negative space in front of your... Oh, okay. Oh, that'll hurt way less blocking shots.
That's the point. It's to allow flexion, because what we found with some of the other skate protectors is the toe box of the skate wasn't protected. And I've seen videos of a puck hitting a toe box at like 90 to 100 miles an hour, and the toe box breaks. So if your foot's inside there, like, dear God.
Yeah.
So this is a big improvement. So expect another video a little bit in more depth about what this is. I will share these with you. These are called, I guess the short abbreviation, we'll refer to them for now as skate armor. But stay tuned. Full video on these coming very soon. They've sent us a bunch of different tints. That one is slightly tinted. These ones are clear.
Slightly tinted?
Yeah, okay, extremely tinted.
Hella tinted.
But this is sick, so I'm looking forward to checking these out. A lot of people think skate fenders, skate protectors are pointless. But if you've ever taken a puck to your ankle or to your toe box, and let's say you're a rec player, you have to go to work the next day. It doesn't make sense for you to be on the ice and not taking the proper precautions to make sure that you're as protected as you can be. So I'm a big supporter of them. It doesn't matter what the appearance is like. I'm not trying to gain any cool points while I'm on the ice. I want to have fun, stay protected, and play hockey. It's as simple as that. So these are absolutely necessary. But if you want more information, of course, link down below in the video description so you can find out about them. From there, next question.
So the next question is, by the way, the last question was from Cristobal Ramirez. The next question is from Steve Savage, and it's what would it take to get you at my home rink for some lessons? I'll let you answer this one.
Depends where your home rink is, but we can be very easily persuaded with a nice flight and an awesome hotel room. No, I'm just kidding. It depends where your home rink is. We're always happy to help people out, but it depends how far we've got to go to be able to help you.
Okay, so the question is from VGK all the way. I'm a Caps fan. Eat it. What do you like better, CCM or Bauer, and why? Definitely letting you start one for that one.
Me? No. You said you like the question. I want to hear what you say. Go
okay, I like the question because the guy's name. Right. I don't have a preference. I used to have a massive Bauer bias, and I lost that when I switched to the 70K skates. Yeah, I lost that when I switched skates, and ever since I have done my very best to not have a bias towards a company. So from now on, I pretty much try everything I can, and if I like it, it sticks. So that's your answer, I guess. My equipment's quite eclectic. Warrior have been pretty much a mainstay on gloves. Bauer skates before today. Every single pair of skates for 10 years before today. Now I've got the CCMs. Every stick under the sun. Eastern helmet. I don't even think they make helmets anymore. I don't even think they're a company anymore. So yeah,
that's good.
All sorts.
And for me, I think it's pretty obvious. Let's not even try to beat around the bush. I mean, I'll always go with CCM, but it's for multiple reasons. I've tried the full range of Bauer skates, and I've just never gotten on with them. So I've inevitably moved to CCM. I prefer everything that they do in skates. I prefer everything that they do with sticks. Gloves, I guess I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Warrior make ridiculous gloves. It's a fact. I think a lot of people do realise that. But
though the tacks that we tried when we went over last year.
The tacks were pretty sick. They were
I really
pretty sick.
like them. Considering they weren't my gloves, and I'm quite specific, like I really like those gloves. You're a ninja.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that.
I actually just got that. That was sick. But yeah, so I guess if I had the choice between CCM and Bauer, it's going to be CCM for us. And also, like, I'm going to say this without meaning it to sound harsh, but I found over the last few months, over the last few years, CCM have made an increased effort to collaborate with social media creators. They've been doing a lot of things that a lot of, I guess, you wouldn't expect the big gun companies to be doing, the people that are at the forefront of manufacturing hockey equipment. And they've been incredibly supportive of what we do as creators, as well as what other creators do. So that's another reason, because you can't help but be drawn to the companies that are willing to support what you're doing. It's as simple as that.
No, I can agree on that totally.
And that's not to say that if a Bauer product is better than a CCM product, we're not going to say that, because we will. You do your stick videos, and they're as concise and as honest and impartial as they can possibly be from our perspective. But yeah, that's what I wanted to say. So I hope that answers that. and in depth. I didn't mean to go that hard on that question, but
No, it's fine because the next question is going to take all of 10 seconds. The next question is from General Crunch, which is a great name.
We should open a box.
Are you? Oh, Jesus, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so General Crunch asks, are you guys going to review the Nexus 2N when it launches? Yes. The next question is...
Are you serious, dude? Mate, a bit of insight. Are you
Yes,
gonna? Are you
yes.
gonna? No, but what are you gonna do with it? Is it gonna be like a straight review, or are you gonna do like a
I
comparison?
haven't decided yet because I haven't really been exposed to the 1M very much. There's a chance I'll try and marry it up against CCM in a way.
Oh, like a head-to-head type thing.
Yeah, against whatever I think fits the bill from CCM.
Oh, that's hilarious. After
That
talking
might
about
work.
all of that, check that out.
Oh, there you go.
I'll just see what's in here real quick.
Yeah. I won't push the next question yet.
Oh, 9070. That's mid-range.
Mid-range tax, I'm guessing.
Yeah. And this will be. You can
Yep.
tell by the box. This is
Yep.
lower end. Alright, I know what these are for.
Okay.
So, yeah, these are lower end. Yeah, 9040. See the difference?
Yep.
I can't believe, like, look at how those look mid-range.
Yeah, they look great. They really do look great.
So this is like CCM's entry-level skate, and the one over here is CCM's, I guess you could refer to this as a mid-range skate, which is insanely stiff for a mid-range skate. But what we're doing with these, and why these are here, is if you remember about a year or so ago, we filmed a video, cheap skates versus expensive skates, where we showed you when you pay a couple $100s for a skate, or when you pay almost $1,000 for a skate, what's the difference? What are you actually paying for? That video, you guys seem to really, really like it. And what we wanted to do was create the next version of that. So we've gone cheap versus expensive. Now we're going to go cheap versus mid-range, and then mid-range versus expensive, and show you what is changed across the whole way. So you know exactly how much you should spend on a skate and what you're getting at each level. So I'm really excited to putting that video together. And like I said earlier on, thank you for the support, CCM. Thank you for allowing us to make this video. So stay tuned.
Okay.
All right, you observe.
CCM have sent us their new jet speed. Not sure exactly what type of review we're going to do for this just yet. If any of you have used the previous generation, you'll remember they had the speed plate, I think it was called, in the blade. I'm pleased to see they've gone away from that, in my personal opinion. I think the regular hockey blades are way better. Even though I fell in love with it when I was in Sweden, but when I used it at home, it just wasn't the same. I'll probably try and throw this into a competitive branded video.
Like put it against a Bauer or a Warrior, maybe?
Yeah, something that I can...
Do you know what? How about you guys let us know what you want to see?
Yeah, okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah, do you want to see a standalone video about what this stick is like and some feedback on the previous generations? Or do you want Richard to just VS it against a stick of a similar kick point, a similar style of performance?
So give me some suggestions. Those of you that know about this stick, you know about the kick point, etc., try and think of something that you think matches up evenly from a competitor. We will work our socks off to get hold of it, and then we can do a versus, because clearly I'm not busy enough already.
And P.S., anyone that's not from England who doesn't know what work your socks off means, it just means work hard.
Oh, yeah. I forget that this goes international.
All right, next package. Where's the knife? Where's the shank, brother?
I don't know, you had the shank, brother. It's behind you, brother. Next question is from Smart Hockey 101. It's the last question off YouTube. Why did you start Hockey Tutorial?
Okay.
Yeah, you mean
I'll hide behind the box. We've actually made a video about this. It was shot in Vancouver. The link will be down below in the video description, and that kind of goes into way more detail. I guess the reasons have kind of evolved since then, but I guess the foundation of why this whole thing started and how is in the video description, so you can watch that first video. But I'm not going to bore you with the details now. Check out that video and get back to us. So this box over here is from TB12. If you don't know who TB12 is, it's Tom Brady's company. I think, safe to say, everyone on the planet knows who Tom Brady is, right? Now, what they do is promote a holistic lifestyle which enables athletes to optimize their training. So what that means is making sure that what you're doing, exercising, training, and the way that you're living is going to help to optimize your performance for the particular sport that you're involved in. You guys know during the summertime we pump out training videos, we do nutrition videos, so I'm super pumped to be able to say that we're going to be collaborating with TB12. There's a giveaway coming, and hopefully the thing that we're going to be giving away is going to be in this box, but let's check it out. Check that out. Yes. We're just going to switch it up.
So you're just going to go straight in?
Yeah, I'm just going to switch it up. Oh, do you know what I'd like to do? You know when you see YouTubers do that whole t-shirt boom thing, but no, not going to do that. That would have been sick, but...
Too much effort for the jump cut. No one's got time for that jump cut right now. I need to go buy it, guys. Oh,
dude, that's sick. That's gonna be the toque for pond hockey this year. Check that out.
That is actually a really nice toque.
Yeah. Thank you, TB12.
What have we got in here? Oh, we've got a list. We've got book, beanie, adjustable cap. We've got a medium red shirt. So the rest of the stuff. So I'm going to assume this is the protein. So instant whey protein, isolate supplement. Clearly I need some of this. 0 fat, 0 carbs, 0 sugar. Protein.
Let's see it. So I think essentially what makes this special is the fact that it only has 2 ingredients. So there's no crap in it, which is a massive deal for me because I'm forever trying to find proteins that aren't filled with sweeteners, preservatives. So this is perfect. And like I said, there's going to be more information about this, and we are going to be doing a joint giveaway with TB12, so you guys can get your hands on some of this stuff. So just keep watching. Make sure you check out the link in the video description if you want to find out more about the giveaway before it kind of like takes full swing and before hopefully we have a video on something like this coming out. But details will be down below in the video description.
This is a vibrating foam roller.
Oh wow.
I've never used a foam roller, which is why I'm completely inflexible.
Final pack. Jeez. That's a sick bag.
That is a sick bag.
Check that out.
What is it? It's a looped band kit pro.
Oh, okay. Oh, this is where we find all the training stuff. My goodness. Oh, this is sick. The resistance bands.
Are they resistance bands? Oh yeah.
Oh, jeez, these loads. Oh, you guys are sick. Thank you. Look at that.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, that's a hell of a lot of resistance bands.
Yeah.
Medium.
Yeah, this is gonna be sick.
Okay, cool.
Grab those. Yeah. Big thank you to TB12.
Yeah, huge thank you to TB12.
We should probably get down to the last questions, right?
There's only 2 left.
Sick.
So, what is the best hockey goal and net for outdoor shooting practice?
Easy.
Win well.
Win well, heavy duty.
Win well, nuclear proof, heavy duty. I don't even know what it's made out of. Like, we've had it for a year? No,
over a year. Over a year. If you guys look at the back wall, these puck marks everywhere because this used to be a shooting gallery, and we fired well over 3,000 shots at this net.
We will show you the condition that goal is in, considering it's shot at by people who do this for a job, like every day. More than you'll ever shoot on a net. And it's perfect. Like, you can't dent it, but it's incredible. Like, what did we have before? We have a Reebok one before.
Yeah, we had a Reebok goal before that.
I mean, that was a basic goal.
Yeah.
But that was still dinged up.
But the thing is, it's like the price between those goals and the Winwell heavy duty goals is, I think it worked out about £30 or £40 difference. But it's ridiculous. Like Richard said, we'll show you. So if you're looking for a goal indoors for like your garage, your garden, Winwell, the Winwell HD or heavy duty goal, that's the only goal that you want to mess with.
To give you an idea, the Reebok was in here for less than a year and
3 months.
And is that how long it was?
3 months.
Okay, so it was in here for 3 months, and it looked like a steel chair out of WWE. Like, that thing was bent 8 ways from Sunday. It was terrible. The current one's perfect. Invest the extra money. Like, it's just a no-brainer. Last package, and it's a doozy.
All right, yeah.
Okay.
Jeez. I'm a kid, I'm sorry.
Come on.
That looks nice and light, doesn't it? We're going to take this to the synthetic rink now.
So we've just finished our Q&A and we've been using the Net Night behind us, which is like the automated goalie system. Really enjoyed using it. You get so competitive against a thing that's essentially just a motor and a circuit board. So we've just burnt an hour shooting pucks against it. If you want to see more about this, leave a comment below and subscribe, and we'll have a video out for you really soon.
So safe to say we saved the biggest for last. Now this Net Night automated goal, it's probably the most fun you can have solo with a stick, a puck and a net. The automated shutters make shooting so challenging because you have to wait and react the second you see an opening open up. It's phenomenal. Of course, if you want more detail on it, request a video, tell us what kind of a video you want to see down below and we'll shoot it. But as always, guys, just wanted to say a big thank you. Same as always, if you want us to do another Q&A unboxing, please leave all of the questions that you have down below in the comments section and we'll get to them in the next Q&A unboxing that we do. But thank you so much. A massive thank you for 100K and we can't wait to keep making more videos for you guys. Thanks for your support. All the links that you need are down below in the video description. Thumbs up, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one, guys. Take care.